Welcome back to Tribal Review Black Indians. I'm Austin Cross. On this episode, we'll be looking at what a few seniors are wanting to do before graduation.
And I'm Ronald Te'o. Also coming up on the show, we explore the unique world of female gamers. So buckle up, Indians. Tribal Review Black starts now.
First on today's show, graduation day is quickly approaching and seniors are checking things off their bucket list before they leave high school. Mason Murphy had the chance to see what seniors want to accomplish before graduation.
As graduation quickly approaches, many seniors are setting goals to accomplish before May 13th. We've asked around to see what kind of goals seniors have on their bucket list. Senior Micah Neal wants to get as many scholarships as she can.
My senior bucket list. I want to get as many scholarships as I can to get almost a full ride at college because I don't feel like spending a lot of money, so I'm going to apply for all the scholarships I can.
Senior Austin Sims is also applying for college scholarships to ease the burden on his family.
One of the items on my senior bucket list is to get as many collegiate and local scholarships as possible to help the financial burden on my parents.
Senior Britton Gingrosa has a different kind of goal on her bucket list.
My senior bucket list is to have a food fight and then also learn Dr. Snodgrass's secret to being so peppy because I've been in high school for 4 years and never been that excited to come to school.
There's only 4 more months until graduation, seniors. Reporting for Tribal Review Black, this is Mason Murphy.
Thanks, Mason. Brendan Hackley explored the age-old question of who can do things better, girls or guys. Though he wonders who is better at video games and found some female gamers and shares the story.
According to the Entertainment Software Association, for 2013, female gamers make up 45% of the gaming population, although they tend to play more action-adventure games like World of Warcraft instead of Call of Duty.
My favorite game has to be Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Generally, more men than women play to increase their skills, which might be why Christy thinks guys are better.
No, we suck. Because we have terrible hand-eye coordination. Guys always have better hand-eye coordination than us.
Afton Harper disagrees and has a slightly different idea about female gamers' abilities.
No, I think they're equal.
Digital Trends staff says 62% of women use games to relieve stress, although sometimes it has the opposite effect.
The best memory I've had while playing a game would probably be when I was playing with my friend and we were at my house and she kind of rage quit and flung the controller at my TV and it shattered into a million pieces.
The Girl Gamers Manifesto states that girls usually prefer games like World of Warcraft, but Afton Harper enjoys Call of Duty.
I would say playing Call of Duty and being on Xbox Live because it's interesting hearing some of the things that and seeing some of the things that happen.
The 2012 sales demographic and usage data reads that 62% of gamers play games with others. Whether she's gaming with her friends or by herself, Christy enjoys herself.
I enjoy both. Because whenever you game with your friends, you can always sometimes show them up and everything, and it's kind of funny to watch them get really mad. But whenever you play alone, it's kind of funner to play one-player games.
Emma upholds the idea that boys and girls are equal in skill.
Not so. I guess it really depends on the player. There's not really a gender difference between the two.
Of the 62% that plays games with others, 40% play with friends, which is the way Emma prefers her gaming.
I prefer gaming with friends because there's a lot more room for weird glitches and jokes and I don't know. It's overall more entertaining.
Despite common beliefs, female gamers aren't any better than male gamers. It really does depend on the person. And as the saying goes, practice makes perfect. Reporting for Tribal Review Black, this is Brendan Hackley.
Thanks, Brendan. Next, we start a new segment called On the Payroll, where we look at students who work part-time while going to school. Lexi Wyant started with senior Brooke Speaks and found out how she balances work with school.
In the United States, 1 out of every 4 high school students have a part-time job.
I got a job because I wanted to make money. Got a job because I was tired of sitting at home. I'm tired most of the time after work. It's sometimes hard going to school and work. Depends on how long of a shift I'm doing or what time I get off. When it comes to school and work and grades, I get all my work done ahead of time and then I go to work, or depending on my shift, I'll do homework after work. Like if I work a 4-hour shift, I'll do homework afterwards and then call it a night. It just depends on what my hours are.
Doug thinks Brooke needs to keep her grades up in order to have a job. He thinks having a job is a good responsibility.
Proud of Brooke for working and going to school. She keeps her grades up. She's welcome to go to school all she wants, or go to work as many hours she wants to work, as long as she keeps her grades up. And she's so far done that. Yes, she's learned some responsibility of making her own money, knowing where it comes from, knowing you actually have to work for it, so it's not just handed to her. And there's not a whole lot to hand to her anyway, so she doesn't get that.
Haley thinks it's awesome working with Brooke. She thinks having a job balances out real life after and before high school.
Working and going to school is pretty fun. It's fun to actually have extra money instead of just going to school at the same time, and then it helps like balance out real life and like show you what a real experience will be after you graduate from high school. And plus, if you have all your grades up and working at the same time, it's pretty cool. And then working with a friend is actually pretty awesome. I work with Brooke Speaks, just so everybody knows. It helps out when you need somebody to take your shifts, and since she worked there before I did, she showed me how to do everything and like introduced me to other people that I didn't know, and plus it gives you more time together as friends and like shows that you guys are more into the same things.
And there you have it, On the Payroll with Brooke Speaks. This is Lexi Wyatt coming to you from Travel Review Black.
Finally on today's show, the recent snowstorm caused school to be canceled for 4 days in the first week of February. Elijah Lerma got with a few students to see what they did with the snow days.
Here's what most students look forward to on one of their snow days. Josiah Smith telling us what he did.
I literally did nothing. I just played GTA and had fun.
Sophomore Zachary Freeman tells us what he did on his first snow day. 1 out of the 3 students I interviewed slept in.
I rode my four-wheeler and I played my Xbox that I got from Christmas.
Senior Matthias Solberg, foreign exchange student from Norway, enjoyed his first snow day in the States.
I basically just slept in. And after, I woke up at noon or something, my brother and I, Kyle Watkins Davis, we went into the hot tub and we were there for an hour or something. And
I'm Elijah Lerman reporting for Travel Review Black.
Looking ahead to our next episode, we'll be previewing the return of the Tribal Perk Coffee Shop and visiting the rodeo to find a couple of Fort students riding bulls.
Thanks for watching today's episode. For Austin Cross, I'm Ronald Tell reporting for Tribal Review Black. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.